So there's a couple of things I wanted to talk about with this particular review. First of all, I have already translated it into English from French because this is in France. So this tells me this is a book box. It's self-service books, pick up or drop off. When I click on it, I can't read it, but clearly that's essentially what we would call a little free library. It's just a bigger version of that. And then when I click here, it shows me that it's quite a large cabinet attached to a cinder block wall with a driveway. And then I come out, and if I go here to look at where this is located, I'm going to drag the little guy to look at it, and I do see that it's there. That's great. But this is pretty clearly just somebody's house. So even though it's on their outer wall, Niantic has said a million times, and in fact just reiterated today on the forum, that if it's attached to a single family residence, then it's considered private single family property, even if it's on the outer wall, and we're supposed to reject it for that reason. So I'm going to have to reject it because it's on private residential property. The other thing I wanted to talk about is, even if this was in a good location, let's say that was a library or whatever, what I have noticed a lot in France is the titles are not descriptive. So this just calls it book box. It doesn't tell me, so it's essentially like calling it a little free library, but it doesn't tell me like where would I find this book box. So if I just tell somebody book box, I need to kind of know where that book box is. So is it, maybe I want to say it's the book box on D20 or on Route, I don't know how to say that, but Route de Bayonne. Maybe I want to say that it's book box. I saw a city name up here. Longway, near Longway. Like, be more descriptive in your titles. And this, again, this is something that I've run into a lot as we've been reviewing here in France, that they just throw up a simple title and you're supposed to know where that is without it being, it's like tennis court. They'll just say tennis court instead of like what the tennis court is for or what it's associated with. That is not really a good title. You need to give it a little bit more information about how to find it. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and reject this because the location is private residence or farm. And that's how that one goes.